Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Can you hear me? Just want to say Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Thank you. We're going to start just in a few minutes, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that we're going to start in a few minutes. So I also want to check my sound.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2.
Check, check. Shir Hamalot. Shir.
It looks like everyone's ready for services. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Isn't it nice to see Jonathan? He's so much taller than he usually is. Usually he's like only about 2 inches tall, so it's, funny. Thank you. Thank you, Jody. Thank you. I don't know when having services in person in this way won't feel like a Shehechianu moment. But it still does. Because we came back together here in July, and then, of course, we were then on break again. So I keep on finding myself saying, so nice that this is the first time and the first time and the first time. On some level, it begins to feel less important, but on some level, it just reminds me of the Jewish practice of regularly finding the special, the unique, meaningful in the mundane. That is what Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel called upon us to do. What he said was, as Jews, our job is to make the mundane special. We're not at the point where these services are mundane. We're not at the point at which we can be together is mundane. But it is indeed a moment to recognize and breathe in. So let's all breathe in. It is a real gift to be able to recognize how special it is to be in the same place at the same time. And we welcome back our good friend Jonathan Goldstein. And we're going to begin. You'll find the words to our opening song on our supplement. If you don't have one, they're in the box by the table up front. There's also the prayer book. But what I really, really want you all to do is sit back and allow the chair to hold you. Allow the earth to give you support. Allow yourselves the gift of feeling connected and loved.
Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivatino Hayinu Keoli Ad Yamalek Tohinu Lashonenu Rina. Shir Hamalu one more time. Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivatino Hayinu Keoli Ad Yamalek Tohinu Lashonenu Rina. Az Yomru Bagoyim Higdil Adonai Lasoti Melech Higdil Adonai Lasoti Manu Hayinu Sameh Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechomi Ad Yamalek Tokinu Lashonenu Rina.
Which one's your voice?
Orange?
Orange, and which one's your guitar?
Blue?
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Shuva Adonai et Shiviteinu Afikim V'Hanegev Hazorim V'Edim V'Erinayim Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechomi Ad Yamalek Tokinu Lashonenu Rina. Aloche lehu ba'avo Ose meshech hazara Bo yavo yavo verina Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechomi Ad Yamalek Tokinu Lashonenu Rina. Shir Hamalu Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechomi Ad Yamalek Tokinu Lashonenu Rina.
Details of beauty. invite you to close your eyes. Remember the details of beauty. With your eyes, the autumn leaf, the baby's cry, small wonders to remind you of joy and wonder. Remember the details of love with your breath, the soft smile and gentle hand, small wonders to remind you of awe and majesty. Remember the details of faith with your pulse, the quiet prayer, the hymn of glory, small wonders to remind you of devotion and service. God of old, the details of beauty surround us. Love and faith are our inheritance. Teach us to see clearly in each day the small wonders you set before us, to take them in, to feel their power, to rejoice. Words for the next song can be found in was that people were forced to change their habits. They were forced to change how they spent their time, where they spent their time. And there were definitely some upsides to that experience. Things that people would have done that people would never have done were it not for the pandemic. And for the most part, much of that is behind us. But I have to tell you, I'm watching my peers, my congregants, friends and family forget the best lessons of that time super quickly. I mean, road rage is back in horrible ways. Political strife, well, that never went away. But I want you all, and when I say you all, I don't mean somebody else who you're thinking of. Because you all is y'all, which means you. Each individual you. I want you to dip into the well of faith that it's going to be okay. Whatever is keeping you up at night, whatever is causing worry and concern, it is going to be okay. I don't know exactly how. In the meantime, let's breathe into the gifts of our lives. Because if we don't, we miss them. And we don't ever get them back. tonight is about Shabbat, and tonight is about someone else, our Shabbat queen of the night. Holly, will you please come up to light the Shabbat candles, which is so much fun to do in real life and not just virtually. I just have to say, yeah, you can read a second. The number of virtual services that Holly and I did, it's really remarkable. So it's so beautiful for you to get to actually light the candles in person. Yeah.
Bless God, let your light enter our souls and our hearts. On this Shabbat, we pray that you will grant us and our loved ones rest and renewal. May the light of these candles drive out from among us all tensions and anxiety. Send your blessings to our children, that we may walk in the ways of your Torah for life.
It was a trick one. There you go.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
L'chadodi.
Yalla laila laila chadoni, yalla laila laila kakala, yalla laila laila penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat, tekavena, yalla laila laila chadoni, yalla laila laila kakala. Yalla la la la, penei Shabbat.
was sometime in 2014, and CSK needed help. And Holly called and said, I answered the phone, and she said, I'll do it. And I said, what? And she said, whatever you need. I can come tomorrow, or the next day, or next week, or whatever it was. And so began the era, the epoch of Holly. Being in the offices with me over at Victory Packaging, and then, of course, moving out and all that. And what I was thinking about tonight, and I was thinking about some poetry that would speak to the night tonight, because we shared a lot of poetry over the past couple of years. You know, when the phone rings or when the email goes out from someone about something in their life, happy or sad, it's what I like to call sacred cargo. And Holly understands that so instinctually. She carried and carries your sorrows, your happinesses, your burdens, because she is oftentimes was one of the first faces, voices that received them. Sacred cargo. You carry sacred cargo within your ruach, your nefesh, your neshama, the spirit and breath of holiness given to you by the One, the Source, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Blessed be God's holy name. You carry sacred cargo within your heart, your lungs, your blood, the vitality of holiness given to you by the One, the Source, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Blessed be God's holy name. You carry sacred cargo within your hands, your voice, your strength, the instruments of holiness given to you by the One, the Source, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Blessed be God's holy name. We continue with Baruch. Patience. We are one. We are part of one community. And tonight, We are in one window. Page 9.
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Page 10. This is that fun Vehafta that we've been practicing, that we've been ready for, getting ready for Jonathan. So let's do it.
Lai, lai, la 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 lai, la 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 lai, 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 la lai, 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 ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, lai. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Lai, lai, ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, 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 ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, lai. V'hayu hadarim, v'hayu hadarim ha'ele asher anochi v'tavcha chayom alevavecha. Lai, lai, ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, 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 ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, lai. V'shinantam lefanecha v'nibartam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha b'derech v'shoflecha u'tumecha u'shartam le'yotza yadecha v'hayu etotafo bein einecha u'ketabtam al mezuzot beitecha al mezuzot beitecha u'b'sharecha. Lai, lai, la 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 lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, 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 ya la la lai, ya la 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 lai, 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 la lai, 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 ya la lai, lai, ya la lai, lai, la la lai.
So it's that time of our service when before Michamocha we share our simchas, our good newses, and you don't have to unmute yourself in order to be able to do that. So does anyone have any good newses, simchas that they would like to share? Yes, Al. Oh. Oh, there's more. Oh my gosh. Or that, either that or it was like the deep heart of COVID.
Oh my gosh.
And where does he live? Where? New Jersey. That's incredible.
That's amazing.
Did
Wow.
everybody hear that? Debbie's father on on Monday, will turn 100. And he still drives and lives independently. That's incredible. Wow. Others, Simchas, I didn't stand here, your hand up. Yeah, you stand up. I mean, if you don't mind.
First of all, I'd like to say, Harris Milam,
Yeah.
he's turning 83 on Monday,
Wow.
and today on Channel 2 this morning at 6:30, my daughter was on the news show. She was interviewed Melissa Page,
Cool.
and she talked about ways of handling children in today's world, and it was quite an honor.
Channel 2.
Channel 2, I have YouTube.
She is happy to share. That's wonderful. What's wonderful. Susan, was your hand up? Oh, that's awesome. Wonderful. In Utah. Jamie. Whoa, all right. Well, now that we got to the birthday section, are there other birthdays, big birthday, any birthdays period, within a few days from now? Anybody? No? All right, Andy, you're the only one. Stand up, my friend. Oh, and Harris. Remember Harris? You watching Harris? Wishing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. In Hebrew, Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And many more. I think there was a hand over here. Yes. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Congratulations. She filed her first international patent. I don't know what it does or anything, but you can ask, right? Shoshi, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Exactly. Congratulations. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. And the residuals come to CSK. Others? Anybody? All right. Mi chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Torah tehilot oseh. Torah
continue with Adonai Sefatai and Amidah. The words for the Adonai Sefatai supplement.
are blessed and you are holy. You are blessed and you are praised. You are blessed and you are faithful to the ones who praise your name. You are kind and you are healing. You are cleansing of my soul. You are loved and pure and gracious. You are real and make me whole. Adonai, Matai, Tika, Ufiagi, Tehilatecha. Open my lips for your praises, to show through your graces. Open up my lips. Open up my lips. You are wise and you are sparing. You are merciful and clear. You are utter perfection. No more wrong directions. I'm loved and I am here. Adonai, Matai, Tika, Ufiagi, Tehilatecha. Open my lips for your praises, to show through your graces. Open up my lips. Open up my lips. Open up my lips. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imaot, Umevii Gula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'achava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah Rav Lechoshia. Mechakel Chaim bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol berachamim rabim, Tomech noflim berofei holim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melech, Melech meimit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'nemanat halachachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'chol yom yalu chasala, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. At this time, we take these moments to think of people who are in need of healing, wholeness, many who are ill and struggling for their lives, struggling for understanding how they will take the next steps forward into health and a return to wholeness. I'd like to invite you, if you would like, to stand where you are seated, to mention names of people aloud. You want to offer a prayer of Shabbat. Please feel free. I'll come around, point towards you. I invite you to mention their names. And once you have done that, I invite you to then just be seated.
Shebera Avoteinu Mikor Habraha Ve'imoteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeira Imotenu Mekor Habraha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Thank you, Jonathan. Just a few announcements. It's a busy weekend for me. Tomorrow morning, we're celebrating the B'nai Mitzvah of Max and Daniel Ballin. Your family couldn't be here tonight because of airport pickups and all that. But we'll be celebrating these boys' B'nai Mitzvah. They are two boys who started at Journey about 7 or 8 years ago and have grown up with us. Harry, you remember them. Great kids. And we'll be over at HCRJ celebrating their B'nai Mitzvah. Sunday morning, we are going to be cooking up a storm over at Rice Epicurean. Carol Pock will be our leader and our teacher, and we have Journey families and families with young children who are coming to make all sorts of really delicious stuff, including stuff I never knew you could do with latkes what Carol is suggesting we could do with latkes. There are quesadilla latkes, for example, and there are pizza latkes, and there are s'mores latkes. So, if you're interested, talk to Carol. I'm sure she'll be happy to hook you up. Next week, we will not be holding the 3M noontime meditation. So we will be starting back up again on November 29th, a week from Monday. Next Friday evening, we will be holding Shabbat at First UU. We're not doing any oneg, it's just the service. And it's going to be led musically by Kelly Dean, the Emory Weiner School Hooligans, which is the Emory School band that some of you have heard before, and lead singing will be, on lead guitar as well, will be Abraham Houseman Weiss. So Abraham and Sammy are coming home for Thanksgiving. We're really excited. And then one more thing. I learned today that the electric piano that I've been borrowing from Kelly and over for CSK, when someone who doesn't own a piano can have one. Kelly Dean just let me know that he is donating to CSK the piano and the piano stand. So now we have, and he said, well, it's not entirely altruistic. This way I don't have to schlep it. My favorite part was that Kelly said, schlep it. So, and then just coming up December 3rd, we have Hanukkah Shabbat. It's going to be really cool. At First Unitarian Universalist, we're going to be doing the oneg outside, so wear your coat, and we're going to be lighting the Chanukiot outside, and we're going to set up the giant Chanukiah that we have outside, and then we're going to come in for the service. On December 10th and December 17th, we will be having services, but whether they're online or at First UU is to be determined, but we will let you know as soon as possible. And then lastly, on December 24th, we have a really exciting event. For the last 15 years, Rabbi Steve Gross has been working with Muslim communities to put on what he has called the Muslim Jewish Christmas. And basically, it takes place on Christmas Eve, and it's where a Muslim and a Jewish community come together, have a conversation, and then in this case, because it's on Shabbat, it's on Friday the 24th, there'll be a service following it. So it's going to take place at 5 o'clock, starting at 5 o'clock on December 24th at HCRJ. So we'll have 5 o'clock light bites and drinks. At 5:30 we'll sit down. We'll have an hour in small groups to discuss the theme of the night, which is sacred allyship. Of course, all of you know this because you've all read my blog from this week. But just in case you didn't, and then at 6:30 we'll have a service. Actually, 6:30 the Muslims will do their evening prayer, and then which is just about 5 or 10 minutes, and then there'll be Shabbat services. So it's going to be a very unique way of observing Christmas Eve. If you don't already have plans, I really hope that you will join us. It's going to be at Houston Congregation for Reformed Judaism. On Barrett, yeah, at HCRJ. Okay, so advanced organizer. I've asked a few of you to say if you are interested, if you are willing to stand up in a little bit and just share your thoughts or your memories about Holly in the capacity of program manager, volunteer extraordinaire at Shma Koleinu. But before we start that, actually, you know what? Would someone like to do that, and then I can put this on, and I won't have to waste any time. Would someone like to begin? Yes, Terry Kaminsky. Holly, you have to turn around and look. Yeah, that's right. Holly, yeah, move your chair. So yeah, there you go. Okay.
Holy moly, what will we do without Holly? If you have a question, you have the answer. You want to learn mahjong? You brought the file. You're the wind under our wings and the magic of the moment, every moment. Always there to help make something happen. You'll be missed and deserve a wonderful retirement. And a better soon so you can explore and enjoy everything you put off for all the time you spent with us. We love you.
noon? You are. Because it is really become a spiritual salve for so many people. Are there others who would like to? Yes, Karen.
And you've always been a role model to me, Holly. Not for Mahjong, which I could never get, but the way that you care for your mother and how devoted you are. I wish that I'd had that relationship with my mother, and I really admire that you've decided to continue caring for your mother. Know that we care for you, and I'm just really thankful that I don't have to say goodbye, but just wish you all the best.
I would like to thank Holly for her patience. She's dealing with a senior citizen who has very few technological skills. I would be calling her, what do I do to do blah, blah, blah? How do I fix blah, blah, blah? Patience. I hope you find somebody who has as much patience helping people who are very lost when we have to do things online.
I'm sure that I'm not going to find anybody as patient with me.
Well, I have coined myself the Wandering Jew, or as Rabbi said, Wandering Jew. I've been back and forth, but I have reached out to Holly many times for many unusual things. And the awesome part is every time I reach out to you, you greet me with, sure, Carol, what do you need? Let me run down my list of how I can help you. I went to your house the other day. I met your mother. I was so happy to be able to be serving you and helping you in a capacity. I was so happy to see you and your mother and being able to serve you as a friend. And when I said to your mother, this gal is unbelievable, I was so grateful to be part of your life. Every time I called you, you were there for me. Thank you.
Anyone else? John?
Holly, we can't tell you on behalf of all of us here at CSK, on behalf of the leadership team, on behalf of Rabbi Scott, how much you mean to us, because we just can't put it into words. I mean, you have been so helpful and so diligent about making sure the shape and space and structure of Shma Koleinu has stayed intact throughout the last 2 years. And for the 5 years before that has really grown into something special. And a lot of it is because of what you've done for us and how you've gone above and beyond to do things for all of us individually and as a community. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Have a great retirement. And please come back as much as you possibly can.
And on behalf of the leadership team, Holly, I have a little gift for you. He'll bring it to you. It's a box. Everyone has spoken. we figured you might have reason to use it. No, yeah, very soon. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. So Holly, it's probably not fair of me to throw this at you, but come on up. Holly's a longtime student of Torah, student of Hebrew, student of prayer and spirituality, which is why I'm going to throw a bunch of Hebrew at you. But it's okay. I'm going to help you actually. So many of you probably know, but not everybody knows. Holly was in a really terrible car wreck. She chose that for the last day of her employment. Her car is no more, but thank God you are fine. And I know we have still some healing to do, but you're standing here, and so there is a prayer. So we have two prayers to offer with you tonight. The first is the Gomel prayer. And the Gomel prayer is a prayer we offer when we've gotten through a really difficult, challenging, even life-threatening experience. And so I'm going to give you the words. I'll read them. I'll say them to you, and then you repeat them back. But historically, throughout Jewish time, when you came through such a challenging moment, the community comes together to recognize how precious health is. So we're going to offer this prayer, and then Jonathan is going to, then you're going to sit down, and Jonathan is going to lead us in Tefillat Haderech, which is the prayer, the wayfarer's prayer, the prayer for going on the road, the prayer for moving forward into the next chapter of one's life. And that is what we hope and pray for you, is A, free of car accidents, and B, is filled with opportunities for joy and blessing and maybe less worry, at least about CSK, less concern, but more time to be with family. So repeat after me, Holly, please. But the first few words you can say with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Now repeat after me. Hagomel l'chayavim tovot shegemalani kol tuv. And then read the English.
Rewards the undeserving with goodness, and who has rewarded me with goodness.
And then we all together say back to her, and I want you to really channel your energy towards her and say, Amen.
Amen.
Mi shegemalcha
Shegemalcha
kol tov
kol tov
hu yigmalcha
yigmalcha
kol tov
Selah.
May the one
May the one
who rewarded you
who rewarded you
with all goodness reward you with all goodness forever.
all goodness forever.
Amen.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in thee. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen.
Please rise, turn to page 24 for Alain.
Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol, la'tei kedula li'oseh reshit, shelo asana kugayei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtachabim u'modim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar vayad Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Ushemo echad.
At this time, we invite anyone who would like to mention names of people you are remembering so that in preparation for Kaddish. I invite you to stand where you are seated, and I will invite you to mention their names. And once you do so, I invite you to please remain standing. Zichronam livracha. May the righteous memories be a blessing. Would you all please rise? Turn to page 26 for Kaddish. Yitgadal
V'kadash shmei Rabbah. Amad ivrach chutei v'yam lichmach chutei. Chachayachon v'yom echon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala v'isman kariv v'emru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yivramam v'yinaseh. Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudashah barechu. Le'elam min kol berchata v'sherata. Tush berchata v'nechamata. Da'amiran v'yalma v'emru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru. Amen.
May the one who makes peace in the high places make peace upon us, upon all Israel, all the world, and let us say
Amen.
And wait, don't pass it out just yet, because we need a little bit of time. This last song, Jonathan is prepared. Just give it like a couple minutes and then start passing them out, because it's a little bit longer, but I promise you, it's worth it.
Wow, now I really got to deliver.
Yeah.
Holly, you have been such a blessing in my life, and thank you for all you've done and how welcoming you've been, welcoming me into the community. And we know you are going in and starting a new chapter in your life, but we also hope you'll be back. Say Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Say Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Kol Yisrael ve'yotrei tevel ve'imru amen. Kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Adon Olam Hashem Ala B'terem Kol Yitzir Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'hefzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kikol Takol Levado Yimloch Yimloch Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh V'hu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam Hashem Ala Da-da-da-da-dai 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 V'hu echad ve'ein sheni l'cham shilo L'cham shilo le'hachmira Li'rei Tachlit, Ulo Aod, V'Hamisra, V'Hueli, V'Hai Goali, V'Hortali, V'Eit Sarah, V'Huisi, Umanosli, Menakosi V'Yom Ekra, Adon Olam, Hashem Ala, V'Terem Kol Yitzir Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, V'Hefzo Kol, Adai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kikol Takol Levado Yimloch Yimloch Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh V'hu V'tifara Adon Olam Da-da-da-da-dai 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 We love you, Holly. Well, it can't be. Well, it can't. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei. Oh, I was practicing. I was just practicing. Hold for just a sec.
Yeah.
Well, since everybody else got to say something, I get to say something to y'all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just want to thank you because I feel like it's been a privilege and an honor. It's been my privilege and my honor to be a part of your lives, to be a part of this congregation. I love you all very, very much. And I do plan to still come.
Good.
See, you'll be back.
She'll be back. All right, I think we can start now.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavahu v'ratzon hinhilanu zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit Ki hu yom techila lemikrahe kodesh zecher letziyad mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahavahu v'ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim.
That's a good day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Mazel tov, Holly. Thank you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I think you turned me like all the way. Feels like you turned me all the way down.
I turn your guitar down.